This relates to how it burnt. Now this zone here might be a little different. But as we take off this stuff, which is just sitting over it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a little pot. It's got variety based on what it was.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah, okay, so what we could do is just, although we're not going to see all of the patterning by lifting this stuff up. Look at how that's just nestled in there, right? So we'll just carefully lift that. And what I want to be able to do is go through this. If there's nothing in it, turn it up. And then we'll place these on the tarp.
Okay.
So I suppose you're still taking video. Right?
Yeah, I noticed they didn't video all of it.
No.
Which is okay. But yeah, there's a little thing in there. But I can stop videoing and do some work.
You can do this if you like, because in a way, there's another one inside of that, and it burnt down really well.
Oh, that's
Joanne's piece.
Oh man.
And this would be Elizabeth Williams, it says. So there's little bits of difference in color based on where there was exposure. There's a nice edge here, and this pot's looking pretty nice too. So here, piece inside.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was wondering where all those little ones were.
This is Shadi Zahira,
That's really nice.
Iranian girl. This will rub off if you're not careful.
Oh,
so
really?
If you wash that, it may come off. But yeah, that piece is there. Now here's a zone where it's not burned. Remember I said the corners might not burn well, especially with damp. So there's unburnt. And if we look into here, that relates to this side. That was the side closest to the corners. There's your interior. And we saw the patterns based on where that was. Inside of here, there's at least one piece.
Nice, like a hog.
No, I got fingers.
Okay.
So here then.
So basically all have the same color pretty well.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
It's the general tones.
Similar.
There's actually another colored clay. Now you saw how this came out?
Oh, that's
Jen's piece.
There's a piece where once it burned away it left a space. I don't think there's any pots inside of this. So this will just be a question of shaking out.
He's going to be happy with
so
that.
he can
Lots.
It should have. Normally you hope that it would have burnt down all the way, but there's no real huge amount of air. You can clean that up later. But this one, which did have a chance to burn down, has burned down nicely. This was a different color of clay. This is
that was more of a darker color.
This is just our regular clay, I think. So this is Veronica's piece.
That looks really nice.
How she did close to something else.
So she smoothed it down, and then how did she get the
scrape it off? Into it? Yeah. This was the piece that had the dull satiny finish. It's also thick. It's got a crack across there.
You know what that looks like to me? An acorn.
Yeah.
It's really weird, but yeah, when I look at that.
Maasai milking gourds.
Oh, okay.
Ones where they collect the blood and gourd.
Oh yeah, I've seen that on TV where they make a little slit in the bowl and then they take
it with an arrow.
Yeah.
So this one didn't color up beautifully, but I thought it wasn't going to take a good color because it wasn't polished, shiny. It was polished all right, but it was dull. So it's got some. Now this is sitting on top of another pot. And inside of here is a whistle.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Now this would be Brenda's.
That's the music.
This would be Brenda's piece.
That's pretty.
And because it's inside of another one, it tends to be more even in its
Looks like a scarab.
And look at this.
Wow.
Nice little luck. So she polished it, and polished and polished and polished till she didn't know what more to do. But beautifully, it got an extra piece of color off of there.
Nice.
This one.
That's a really nice one.
Let's hope it's not cracked. Okay, there's where it was sitting in the unburned sawdust. I don't like it to do that, but it's done it. And the only way I could have avoided it was if I was able to remember to bring chips to mount it on so that it would have burnt under. But because of its weight, it compacted down as it burned, and the fire didn't get under there. So, but it's still an interesting patch. And it's got all of this, so be really careful. Try not to rub this off. But it's lovely that this picked up some color. But look at how well it burned out. You got white ash instead of black. Okay. Now, little by little, I guess we'll just take these up. Things sitting on top will come out first.